Everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS. So today we'll be covering all the sports news for Prelims 2026. We'll be covering everything. We'll be doing all the PYQs that have come in recent years. So whenever they have given questions from sports, for example in 21, 23, 25, they have given two or more questions. Okay, so we will try to do all the PYQs, find some patterns in it, and then we'll study about all the probable topics for 2026. I will try to do it in as short time as possible, but doing it comprehensively. Okay, let's get started. First, let's do the questions. So this is the question first time when it arrived in 2021 again after the 90s and 2000s. Then they gave this. Let's see this question. So it says, which of the following statement in respect of 32nd Summer Olympics? I will just be telling you the answer without taking much time because these are PYQs. They were in current affairs just then. Okay. Now, after this, we have had another Olympics also. Correct. This is about Tokyo. Then we had Paris also. So, the official motto for this Olympics is a new world. Now, what I have seen is official motto is generally changed by UPSC. The official motto was actually united by emotion. Then the second, sport climbing, surfing, skateboarding, karate, and baseball are included in this Olympic. This was absolutely correct. In fact, this included the skateboarding, and Japan won almost all the things in skateboarding. That's why they added it. So it was in news then. So first was wrong, second was correct. Answer became too late. Then next, let's see this. So it says, which of the following in respect of ICC World Test Championship are correct? Now, WTC, if you follow cricket, you must know about this. So basically, again, this is in news again because this year also we have had a WTC cycle complete. Then the finalists were decided by the number of matches they won. Is this correct? No, this is incorrect. Why? If you know only one thing, that you must have seen all these small countries complaining that we don't get enough matches, correct? So countries like England, India, Australia, they play a lot more matches than other countries when you are talking about test cricket, correct? That's why you cannot have this criteria of deciding finalists by the number of matches they won, because even if India is not performing well, it will still win more matches than, let's say, Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, which do not get enough matches. So this is wrong. It was actually decided on percentage points, that how many ever matches you played, in that how much you won. Then New Zealand was ranked ahead of England because it won more matches than England. Again, this is also wrong. New Zealand again plays less matches, but their percentage of winning was much better than England. So both statements are wrong. Answer was neither. Then now this was a very good question. Most people didn't know it, but this you can do by elimination. Just see how. So it says, consider the following statements in respect of Lawrence World Sports Award, which was instituted in the year 2000. Okay, now it says American golfer Tiger Woods was the first winner of this award. Maybe possible. Also, one more thing you get about this award from this question, that it is saying was the first winner of this award. What feel it does you, or what feel it gives you? Correct. Now this is not like Filmfare or IFA where you have hundreds of awards, best technician, best actress in a comic role. Not like that. Correct. So they must be giving like sportsman of the year kind of award. That's why they are giving the name of one person who has won this award. Correct. For the first time. Similarly, you see the third statement also. Roger Federer received this award maximum number of times compared to others. Again, so that means they would be giving it to one person. Now, you see these two statements, second and third. It says the award was received mostly by Formula One players so far. Maybe, okay. Roger Federer received this award maximum number of times compared to others. Now, can 2 and 3 be correct together? Is it even possible? If you know anything about tennis, you know that there are the big three in the time period that you are seeing now, 2000 to 2021, mainly 2008 to 2021. They were the big three, that was Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic. So if Roger Federer has won these many times, now Of course, Djokovic as well as Nadal would also have won many times, correct? So that means they only will be most probably the persons or the game that has won the maximum number of awards. It is not possible that Roger won it the most time, and most of the time, see the statement, was received mostly by Formula One players so far. This statement seems wrong. Either this is wrong or this is wrong. Correct. Now, if you see 2 and 3 can't be together, 2 and 3 can't be together. Now it is between 1 and 3 and 1 and 2. Now, which do you think seems more probable to you? So this seems like a exaggerated statement. The award was received mostly. It is not even saying most, not even saying that most number of times. It is saying mostly by Formula One players so far. Correct. That others may have won 1, 2, 3 times, but otherwise mostly by Formula One players. So second seems more probably wrong. And then you get to the answer of C, that is 1 and 3. If you falter between A and C, then it is still okay. But these you should have eliminated. Then let's do next. Now this is about match the column. You have to match and tell how many pairs are correctly matched. Now first is Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. Now, Khel Ratna is the highest award that is given to sportsmen in India, and it is actually given for the performance in the last 4 years. So, this is absolutely correct. Then, Arjuna Award for the lifetime achievement by a sportsman. This is wrong. You must have seen many sportsmen getting Arjuna Award. Mohammad Shami got it, correct? All these players that you, Deepika Palikal, or even the players that win anything. For example, in Commonwealth, if they win gold, okay, or if in Olympics they are winning something, correct, they usually get Arjuna Award immediately. So Arjuna Award being given for lifetime achievement does not make much sense. So this is probably wrong. Dronacharya Award, by Dronacharya, you understand that this must be about the coaches. So to honor who have successfully trained sportsmen or teams, generic statement seems correct. Then last, Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puruskar, to recognize the contribution made by sports person even after their retirement. Isn't this too specific to give an award for? Huh? To find those sports person who have retired but still contributing, to make an award for them. Correct? This seems too specific. If you want, you can eliminate it. This is actually given to all different kinds of organizations, maybe some NGOs, maybe some private entities, anybody who's trying to promote sports in India, they can be given this. So this is also wrong. Answer becomes B, only 2. Okay, even if you are not able to eliminate, it's fine. Just try to remember at least now if it is asked again, though low probability. Then let's do this. This is about the 44th Chess Olympiad 2022. Now, it says it was the first time that Chess Olympiad was held in India. Maybe. Maybe this is also the reason why they have asked this. They tend to ask from sports question when it is held in India, or held for the first time in India, or India won it for the first time. Something like this is there, then it becomes a probable question. We'll see them. Then the official mascot was named Thambi, maybe. Now, see this. Again, little difficult, I know, if you don't follow this particular game or sport, little difficult, but there was a hint. Okay, see, the trophy for the winning team in the open section is called Vera Menchik Cup, maybe. Then the trophy for the winning team in the women's section is the Hamilton Russell Cup. Doesn't this seem odd to you? Hamilton and Russell both are male names, correct? Russell, Hamilton, correct? Hamilton and Russell both are male names, and Vera Menchik. This seems like a, this looks like a female name, if you can feel it, correct? Now, this, if you know this, that UPSC, when they give two statements that are very close to each other, for example, this whole thing is almost same, they tend to exchange it. I have told you this when I am making audios also for the PYQs in science and tech on the Telegram channel. So there also I have told you they tend to mix it up, correct? Here also they have exactly mixed it up. These two have been exchanged. Now once you know these two have been exchanged, both of them are wrong, other two are correct. Answer became only 2. Okay, then again, see this, in the finals of the 45th Chess Olympiad, held in 2024, Gukesh became the world's youngest winner after defeating the Russian player Ian Nepomniachtchi. Now, see this. If you had done the PYQ, you would have known that chess Olympiad is a team sport. So basically, not it is played. For example, the India team will win. Okay, Gukesh can win his board. So basically, what happens in these team events? Four people, let's say, are sitting. They are playing their individual matches, and in that, if more than two people win, then it is considered that India won the match. Correct. So this is how these Olympiads are conducted. Now, saying this, that Gukesh became the youngest winner does not make sense. It is like saying that Virat Kohli became the youngest winner of World Cup. Okay, that does not make much sense. It is mainly who won the World Cup. So mainly it is about India winning the World Cup. Correct. Now, so this is Gukesh became the youngest winner after defeating this. Also, he didn't. It is trying to mix it up with something because Gukesh that year itself became the world champion of chess, world champion, which is an individual separate event. And in that, he actually defeated Ding Liren. Okay, this also you should remember. Then, so this is wrong. Then Abhimanyu Mishra, an American chess player, holds the record for becoming the world's youngest ever grandmaster. This is correct. Okay, this child was in news because his parents were like very after him that he will do now this, why he is not being allowed to enter tournaments, and his father was fighting with everyone on Twitter. Okay, so this is an Indian American child, American citizen, Indian origin, that has become the youngest ever grandmaster. So two only became the answer. Then last question was this, that this is about first Kho World Cup. Correct. Now, first thing, the event was held in India, Delhi. This people knew. Okay, why people knew? Because now, after two, three times that UPSC has given, they at least prepared that what are the World Cup or any marquee event that has been held in India. So this is absolutely correct. Now, again, they mixed it up. Indian men beat Nepal with this score in the final. Indian women beat Nepal with this score in the final. They should not have done this, but again, as I told you, if the sentence structure is very similar, they tend to mix it up. They have actually changed the score line. Indian men beat Nepal by 54-36. Indian women beat Nepal by 78-40. That's why both of these statements are wrong. Answer is one only. Okay, so these are the 7 questions that's been asked. Now, of course, it might seem very odd and difficult to you. That is why we have to prepare it. Okay, now we will prepare it in such a way that you are able to eliminate and get to the answer. If it comes beyond this, which is almost have no probability, either they will give and will be from this PDF, okay, or they won't give this. If you want this PDF, you can go to this Telegram channel or just search at the rate UPSC underscore Prakhar and you will get the PDF. This questions also, and now what we'll be doing for the 2026. Everything that is in current affairs that we're trying to cover. Now, let's get started fast. Okay. Yeah, first thing. This is first is about cricket. Now, ICC T20 World Cup organized by ICC, must know this. First held in 2007, is held every 2 years. This is basic. Then in 2024 edition, who won? India won it. Correct. India defeated South Africa in the final. This you must have seen that. That's those scenes in the bar in Barbados, correct? West Indies, where Rohit Sharma is beating the ground, all that. Okay, and Surya Kumar Yadav took that catch. So venue was USA and West Indies jointly hosted this. Player of the tournament was Jasprit Bumrah, who was player of the match in the final, Virat Kohli. Then India became unbeaten champions. We didn't lose a single match. Then you come here, the 2026 edition. This also again winner was India. Now this time the winner was again India against, no, not against. Yeah, this was held in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Okay, then player of the match was Jasprit Bumrah. Player of the tournament was Sanju Samson. Okay, then first ever team to win World Cup title thrice. Sorry, this is T20 World Cup. First team to win T20 World Cup thrice. This has been India. Other than India, there are two countries, that is England and West Indies, which have won this twice. Okay, no other country has even won this more than us. Now we have won this consecutively. Yeah, just a second. Yeah, just one correction. Uh, this was New Zealand. Okay, India won against New Zealand by 96 runs in the final. Then next, ICC Champions Trophy and WTC. So see this ICC Champions Trophy 2025 again organized by ICC. Okay, then also called Mini World Cup. Winner was India again. This also you must have seen. Now, first edition was in 1998. Now, this I expect actually that they may ask. Okay, they may ask this. That is, yeah. So in India, India has won it in 2002, 13, and 15. Yeah. So this is the three times we have won this. Now, World Test Championship, it started in 2019 and then the first cycle ended in 2021. In 2021 and 2023, we were the finalists. We lost both of them against New Zealand and Australia. This one, 2025, the final was between South Africa and Australia, which South Africa won. This is WTC point system. If you remember, in that question also we did that it was based on percentage points. Same thing is going on still. Then women and blind cricket. Again, this is has a very high chances of being asked. Why? Because Indian women have finally won the ODI World Cup. Okay, so ICC Women's ODI World Cup 2025 winner was India. The final was against South Africa. Correct. Then player of the match was Shifali Verma. Player of the tournament was Deepti Sharma for her overall performance. She was batting, bowling, everything. Then India's first women ODI World Cup title. Then also, if they ask, then in semi-finals we won against Australia, which is the strongest team. They have won the World Cup 7 times in women. Okay, and in this, if you remember, Jemima Rodriguez played a phenomenal knock and won it for India. Okay, then blind cricket. Now, this was also, see, blind cricket, the main thing is this, that Women's Blind T20 World Cup 2025 was conducted. This was the inaugural edition. First time blind women World Cup has been conducted, and it was a T20 World Cup, not ODI, T20 World Cup. And this was jointly hosted by India and Sri Lanka. And India defeated Nepal in the final and remained unbeaten throughout the tournament. Correct? So India won this blind women's T20 World Cup. This was the first one organized in India, won by India. Please remember this. Now, there has been men's blind World Cups that have been conducted, mostly conducted in India, won by India also multiple times, as the ODI World Cup also and the T20 World Cup also. So this is not the first World Cup, first blind World Cup that India has won. Correct? Men have won it already because it was conducted much before for men. Then for women. For women, this is the first. There is no ODI blind women World Cup as of now. Then chess. Again, as you saw, they have asked this twice, thrice on chess. So FIDE Women's World Cup 2025. This was held in Georgia. Divya Deshmukh became the first Indian woman to win the title in the final The final was against Konneru Hampi, another Indian. She's another Indian. The final was against her and she won that also. Then, this was the first time an Indian women won the FIDE Women's World Cup. This is not a World Championship, this is World Cup. Okay. See, first you see this also, then I will tell you how chess system works. So, FIDE Chess World Cup 2025, this was the 11th edition. Now, Zakhovir Sindarov, he defeated VE and won the championship. Okay, this is has low probability of being asked, but please remember that first thing, this was organized in Goa. First thing, correct? Goa, India, and from this time they have renamed the trophy altogether, not just for this edition but for all the edition in the open. So basically in chess you have two kinds of tournaments: women's tournament and open tournament. Open tournament everybody can participate including women. Women's tournament only women can participate. So instead of saying it men and women, they are called open tournament and women's tournament. So this is when it is only writing FIDE Chess World Cup, that means it is an open tournament. If it writes women, then it is a women only tournament. Now the open one has been, the trophy has been renamed as Vishwanathan Anand Trophy. Okay, this is the name that has been given to the trophy now. Everybody will win this only every time it is conducted. Every 2 years it is conducted. Then India in FIDE World Cup. So before Divya Deshmukh, only Vishwanathan Anand has won this in 2000 and 2002. 2000 was the inaugural that he won. Then the next time also he won. Then R. Pragnananda recently became the second Indian to reach the final in 2023. If you remember, this is the same date as on Chandrayaan 3. Okay, Chandrayaan 3 was going on the other side, there was final between R. Pragnananda and Magnus Carlsen that was being played. Now, understand how chess whole system works. So basically, what you see here as FIDE World Cups, the winners of this and some other competitions like Grand Swiss, FIDE Grand Swiss, all these. So basically all this, and there are other point systems, rating system, all that, whatever is one, the rating that they grade. Eventually, all this is for to get to the candidates tournament. Now, what is a candidates tournament? Candidates is a proper tournament where you will have 8-10 people and they will play a tournament. Now, the result of the candidate tournament is just one winner, and that winner does what? That winner becomes the challenger. That winner will become the challenger and he will play against the world champion in something known as world championship. This is how classical world championship works. And then, so basically, for example, Gukesh is right now the world champion, correct? So he won't be participating in all this. Of course, for his rating gain and for all this, he can participate. But eventually, what will happen? From all this, candidates tournament is created. So you get selected by winning all these in the candidates tournament. The winner of the candidates tournament will play match against Gukesh, and if Gukesh wins, then he remains the world champion. If that challenger wins, then he becomes the new world champion. This is how chess works fundamentally. Understood? Then, now chess Olympiad. Okay, so names they have asked, so I have written it again. So this is Hamilton Russell Cup. This is given for open section. Now you understand open and women also. Then Vera Menchik, this is given for women's section. Now this also you must remember Nona. This trophy, this is given for best combined performance. Correct? That is, if you do well here and here. These are country based. Olympiads are country based. Correct? If you do well in both of these, then you are given this also. Understood? Overall performance. Now, please remember, India won everything in 45th Chess Olympiad. Everything. They won the Women's Cup, they won the Men's Cup, they won the best performance cup also. If you might find pictures, you will find pictures where the men and the women team are celebrating together. They had won everything. Okay, in the 45th Chess Olympiad in 2024. Understood? Then it will be next conducted in 2026. Then we'll see what. Then squash again, very important. Why? Because India won the first ever squash World Cup title. Now, squash World Cup hasn't been as regular as other sports. Like it was conducted in 2000, then 2011, then 2023, and then 2025. Okay, so not very regular, but this is the first time India has won this. This was held in Chennai. Both things you must remember, held in India, won by India. Now, this is a mixed team format tournament. Similarly, like you had for chess, here also what you have. So there are two men and two women. They will play their single matches. Now, how it will be decided? So basically, if three people from your team won the match, then you win the whole match. Otherwise, it is considered that if it is 2-2, then it will be considered draw. Then a tie break is played. If it is 1-3, then you have lost. So like that, four single matches are taken place. Now, the thing is, why in semi-final we defeated Egypt, which is the reigning champion and almost the most strongest team that we have had seen in the 21st century. That has been for over the years is that country of Egypt. So they them we defeated 3-0, and then we defeated Hong Kong, China. Hong Kong because you have to call it of part of China, so that's why Hong Kong, China. Them also we defeated in the final. In the final, we defeated Hong Kong 3-0. Why it is written 3-0 and not 4-0? So this is like once you have won the first three matches, then they don't play the fourth match because anyway you have won. So that's why 3-0, 3-0. Now, India played this entire tournament undefeated. We didn't lose a single match. All these four people, whenever they played, they won. They didn't lose anything. Understood. So that was the level of dominance. Now, these are the players. Anhat Singh, Abhay Singh was the captain. Then Velvan Senthikumar and Joshna Chinappa. So two girls and two boys. He's the captain. Squash will debut in Los Angeles Olympics 2028. So this is a very good opportunity for India. As you can see, we are dominating in this sport. So maybe we can bring gold. And if it is added, then maybe it can be added as two, three different uh, different medals may be given for it. Men single, women single, like that. So maybe then. Next thing is boxing and para sports. So World Boxing Championship 2025. This was held in Liverpool, UK. Now, see, one thing you should know about Olympic sports. So usually what happens? Olympic happens every 4 years, and this is the most important thing for boxing, javelin, all this. Apart from this, they also usually have World Championship. This World Championship actually happens every 2 years. Understood? Now, the qualification to Olympics are also decided on it for some countries. Now, gold was won by these two girls, silver was won by this, bronze was won by this. Now, everything was won by the women only from India. Men didn't win anything, women didn't leave anything. Okay, so they won most of the things, men didn't win. Then World Boxing Cup, this was held in Greater Noida, India in 2025. This is a new tournament that they have started in the boxing circuit. We hosted this again and we won this also, won the title for the first time. Then World Para Athletics Championship 2025 again held in New Zealand, sorry, held in New Delhi. India won record 22 medals, including 6 gold. The mascot was Viraj. Viraj is an elephant that they had made. This was, if you go by medal, this is our best performance. Best performance if you go by medals, because we have never won 22 medals before. Earlier the best was 70. But if you go rank wise, this is our 10th rank. We have got 10th ranking in this championship. We have been like 6th also. So by ranking, this is not the best performance, but by number of medals, this is our best. Then Next is skating and hockey. Again, this Anand Kumar Vel Kumar became India's first world champion in skating. First world champion we have produced in skating. Chris Sharma won the junior men's 1000 sprint gold. So Anand Kumar, at least this you try to remember. Okay, then next, men's hockey Asia Cup 2025. This was held in Rajgir, Bihar. If you read this in option, you will feel like putting a wrong over here. Was But the thing is, Rajgir, Bihar, it was held, and winner was India against South Korea. In fact, India is now the second most successful. India is now the second most successful team in Asia Cup hockey. First is this only. Korea is still the first. They have won it like 5 times. We have won now 4 times. Now, mascot was Chand or Chand on the name of in the name of Dhyan Chand. He was in the name of Dhyan Chand. This has been named. It is a tiger, and he has been named Chand. Then India won the title 4 times, as I already told. Then next, Khelo India Games. Okay, every year this is there, and some year they would ask a question. So that's why Khelo India Water Sports Festival was conducted in the Dal Lake. Okay, top states were Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Kerala. This is not very important. Okay, conducted in Dal Lake. Now, Khelo India Beach Games was conducted in Ghogla Beach, Diu. The slogan was Khel ke sitare, Diu ke kinare. So, okay, in the name itself, you're getting Diu. Then, the mascot was Pearl the dolphin. Understood? Then, last is this. Now, Olympics 2028. Okay, if they want to make a question, they can, because it was all over in news what new games are being included. Okay, so India has a very good hope in this Olympics. You will understand why. So Olympics 2028 is going to be held in Los Angeles, USA. Earlier, also Los Angeles have had held Olympics in 1932 as well as 84. Then the theme or motto is the power of sport, the magic of LA. Okay, again here you have the term also, that is the uh, place that is conducting this. Then the visual theme is LA in full bloom. It is also being called super bloom. This is the visual theme, how it will look visually. Okay, then new sports. T20 cricket has been added. India has a very good chance, men and women, to win this. Then squash has been added. As you saw, they are dominating in this sport. Then flag football, lacrosse, baseball has also been added. So baseball has a weird thing. In 2020, it was there in Tokyo. In 2024, they removed it in Paris. Then they're bringing it back in 2028. So it keeps on shuffling like this. Now, cricket is actually coming out after 128 years. So it was in I think 1900 it was there. Then after 128 years, it is coming back. Squash is being introduced for the first time. Never been in the Olympics. Now it will be. Others are not very important for us. Baseball, as I told you, keeps on coming and going back. Then Commonwealth Games. This is the last thing. So India has got the approval from the International Olympic Committee that we will be conducting Commonwealth Games. Okay, first held in Hamilton, Canada in 1930. 2030 CWG host city has been chosen as Ahmedabad. The motto of entire CWG always is humanity, equality, and destiny. What ours will be in 2030, that may be different. But humanity, equality, destiny is for the Commonwealth Games. Who plays Commonwealth Games? All the countries that were under British Raj. Okay, so then they said that they got together and then they said that we have allegiance towards the king or queen of England, but we are not under UK, and we will play games together. So that is how Commonwealth Games started. Okay, so this is it. Please revise it, like just revise it once, not many times. Just revise it once before the exam whenever you have it, and you'll be fine. If a question comes, then you'll be fine. You will be much better condition than anybody who's giving the exam, that I can promise you. With this, I would end it. Thank you.